Hello my dear children, this is my class 9th. This is the next lecture, that is change of state of matter, and your lesson is going on matter in our surroundings. When the chapter will get complete in the next lecture, our chapter will get complete, then I will make the summary of the full chapter and we will discuss what I have taught. Now let us start the topic. Write down along with me, change of state of matter, right? You know there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Today we are going to change these states: solid to liquid, liquid to solid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, and direct solid to gas and gas to solid without melting. So today we are going to change the state of matter. The question is how? Answer is by two means. A part, but it's a great role of temperature, by temperature, that is increase or decrease. Second is by means of pressure, by pressure, applying pressure. Okay, you may complete the sentence by increasing or decreasing temperature, same by increasing or decreasing pressure. So one by one I am taking. You can write down first of all role of temperature. Write down what is the temperature role in changing a state from the solid to liquid and then to gas. So just write temperature. Now I am taking one by one. Pressure later on. Write down temperature. Before taking this topic, just remember temperature and kinetic energy both are directly proportional. Write down along with me. When the temperature increases, kinetic energy increases. It decreases, kinetic energy decreases. Students, if you don't know what is a kinetic energy, kindly write, it is the energy due to motion. When anything is in motion, it has kinetic energy. When anything is vibrating, it has kinetic energy. So temperature increases, kinetic energy increases. So your topic totally depends upon this today. Remember this. What is the role of temperature in changing the state of matter? Depend upon this. Your topic basis, backbone of your topic is this. Remember this. Okay, let us start. You know, in solid, particles are tightly packed. In solid, write down the solid, the particles are tightly packed. Some particles, there are so many types of solid. Some solids are very soft, some solids are very hard like iron. So when the particles are closely packed, they have attractive forces. Write down attractive forces. These attractive forces are stronger. It is stronger. It is very much strong in iron. Write down iron. Iron. You may write iron. Not write simple. Just write iron. If you take iron, you know what is the iron? Its attractive force is very strong. So the iron is hard. Right? So some of the solids have very, very weak forces. So that solids are very soft. So some solids are soft. Some solids are hard. Some solids are medium. So what is the role of attractive forces? Great role. If the attractive force is strong, the solids are hard. If the attractive force is weak, solid is soft. I think it's clear now, right? Let us change the state of the matter. I want the solid to convert to liquid today. I want this. I want the solid. I have taken ice. I have selected ice, right? I want to convert my ice into liquid water. I have taken 1 kilogram ice, right? I have taken 1 kilogram ice. Now what I will do, because my topic is of temperature, so I will start producing, that is supplying heat to it. Write down heat. Write down, I have heated it. Started heating it. Started heating the ice. Pressure is, write down 1 atmosphere. You must write, this is 1 atmospheric pressure. Must write. Before starting the experiment, a fixed pressure, write down 1 atmospheric pressure. Kept the ice at 1 atmospheric pressure and started doing the experiment. Ice, when the heat is supplied, you know what will happen? Temperature increases. Heat is supplied, temperature increases. Kinetic energy increases. That is, when kinetic energy increases, vibration increases, start vibrating. When the vibration increasing, the energy supplied in the form of heat is used to break these forces. Temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, particles start vibrating at a very greater speed because temperature increases, kinetic energy increases. So these particles start vibrating at a greater speed. So the energy supplied by you in the form of heat is used to break these attractive forces. Now this energy that you are supplying in the form of heat, what this heat role is? It is used to break the attractive forces among the particles of the solid, and the solid started melting. And this is a melting point. So what is a melting point, student? Melting point is the temperature at which solid started melting. You may write started melting, but the pressure is 1 atmosphere. Again listen, what is a melting point? The temperature at which solid started melting. Pressure is 1 atmosphere. I said started melting. Remember student, when the solid started melting, then its temperature become constant. Even you giving the heat, temperature never changed. So you may say, when whole of the solid get melted, only then the temperature increases. This is a very interesting thing. Now I am going to tell you in a very slow manner. Listen to me carefully. First of all, I have taken ice. I have taken 1 kilogram ice, supplied the heat. Where this heat goes? This heat increases the temperature first. Temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, vibration increases, and with this vibration, break the attractive forces. The moment attractive forces started breaking, solids started melting. And this is a melting point. For example, ice started melting at 0 degree, ice. But iron started melting at 1535 degree. 1535 degrees is a melting point of iron, and this is a melting point of ice. That means this is so hard iron solid is, so soft the ice is. Now, when the ice started melting, you go on heating the solid. Now there is no change in the temperature. The question is where this heat goes. Student, this heat get hidden. That is heat taken by this 1 kilogram ice. That heat is called latent heat. Write down latent heat. When the solid started melting, the heat supplied by you at that time it become a latent heat. Latent means hidden. It become a hidden heat. The question is where it get hidden. It get hidden within this material. Why? Because this heat is required, needed to overcome means break the attractive forces. Whole of the 1 kilogram ice when melts, then temperature increases. Otherwise no increase in temperature, because the heat latent become hidden. Hidden heat, what the role of hidden heat? Tell me, what is the role of hidden heat? That heat is used to break the attractive forces among the particles of the solid. And when remember this heat never increases the kinetic energy. Write down, this latent heat never increases the kinetic energy. This is a reason when no change in kinetic energy, then no change in temperature. Write down one line in a very slow manner. When the solid started melting, there is no change in temperature, even the heating is continued. I am repeating this line. When the solid started melting, there is no increase in temperature, even the heating is continued. The question is where the heat has gone. Answer is heat has not gone anywhere. Heat is hidden within the content. For what purpose it get hidden? Answer is to break the attractive forces among the complete particles of the solid of that is amount is 1 kilogram. So the heat energy required by 1 kilogram of ice to convert to complete liquid state, this heat is called latent heat of fusion. Remember this. Now when complete during this within the heat, now ice has within heat, but this heat never increase the kinetic energy. So no change in kinetic energy, no change in temperature. Remember this. Remember this point. Now this is your very important point, hidden heat. Where it is hidden within this 1 kilogram of ice to change the state of the matter, that is solid to liquid. When complete ice melts, it becomes liquid water. Now remember student, this has more energy. This has more energy as compared to this same amount of ice. More energetic it is, more heat it has. That is, it has more heat. Now what you will do, now this is the way you have converted solid to liquid. Now my question is, let us start. My next work is, now again you want to convert liquid to gas, solid to liquid, ice to liquid water. Now I want to make it steam. Now again started heating. It is heat, it is heat. Again started heating. When complete ice get melted, this form of liquid water form, attractive forces become very weak. Now now this kinetic energy now increases. Now again temperature increases, kinetic energy increases. When again vibration increases. Now again the heat that you are supplying, that is used to break the attractive forces here now. Here it is. It breaks the attractive forces among the particles of the liquid. This is my liquid now, somewhat far away from the solid. But it has some forces. It is weaker than solid. Again, these forces become more and more weak when the temperature increases. A stage comes when liquids start boiling. A stage comes. The moment, for example, the liquid water started boiling at 100 degree. When the temperature comes 100 degree, liquid started boiling. When the liquid started boiling, again the temperature become constant. The question is, where the heat has gone? Same answer. That heat get hidden by the liquid water. For what purpose it has been hidden? Answer is to break the attractive forces among the liquid particles, or you can say to change the state of the matter, and there is no change in kinetic energy now. So this heat is called latent heat of vaporization. Now I am writing. Now what is melting point? Now think about it. What is melting point? One by one I am taking now. What is melting point? Melting point is the temperature at which solid started melting or solid melts, right? What is boil at 1 atmospheric pressure? What is boiling point? Boiling point is the temperature at which liquids start boiling. It is a boiling point. What is meant by latent heat of fusion? Answer is, it is the energy, it is the heat, it is a hidden heat. It is the heat required by 1 kilogram of ice. For what purpose? It is the heat required for 1 kilogram of ice to convert totally to liquid state. What is the latent heat of vaporization? It is the heat required by 1 kilogram of liquid water to change into gaseous state. Again listen, what is melting point? The temperature at which the solid started melting, the temperature at which the solid start boiling, it is the heat required by 1 kilogram of solid matter solid matter, and you may say ice, to convert it into liquid. It is a heat required by 1 kilogram. It is a heat required by 1 kilogram of liquid to convert it into steam, to convert it into gas. So the very important question, remember this. Once the liquid started melting, or once the liquid started boiling, no change in temperature, even the heating is continued. What question is why? Answer is, when the liquid started boiling, or when the ice, the solid, started melting, the heat supplied at that time, started melting, started boiling, the heat supplied at that time get hidden by solid to liquid, get hidden by solid particles, get hidden by liquid particles. For what purpose hidden? Answer is to break the attractive forces, among the particles. Once, and remember this, during this process, when the attractive forces are breaking, no change in the kinetic energy. Remember this, no change in kinetic energy, just attractive forces breaking, no change in kinetic energy. Kinetic energy only then changes when temperature changes. First, when we started heating the solid, then temperature changes, kinetic energy changes, and vibration. When vibration, attractive forces started breaking. When attractive forces started breaking, now kinetic energy, no change. No change in kinetic energy, no change in temperature. Remember this always. I think again it's clear, but in summary I will take again this. Very important these 4 points are. Now students, write down solid, liquid, gas. Vice versa. Solid to liquid is melting, liquid to gas, liquid to solid is freezing. Liquid to gas is, that is called boiling or vaporization. You will say boiling, vaporization, boiling, and this is condensation. It's a boiling, it's a vaporization, it's a condensation. Vapors, forming vapors, condensation. So this is it. Now if you want to convert direct solid to gas, it's called sublimation. I'm taking this now. And gas to solid is deposit something. D-E-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N. Deposition. D-E-P-O, deposit something. Solid to gas, sublimation. I'll take the experiment sooner. I think it is clear now. What's the role of temperature? Temperature increases, solid to liquid to gas. Temperature decreases, gas to liquid to solid. Increase in temperature, solid to liquid to gas. Decrease in temperature, gas to liquid to solid. Okay, now I'm taking solid to gas. Write down solid to gas. Now students, make a burner. This is my light, it is my stand, it's my burner, spirit lamp burner. This is my dish, china dish. This I have taken sulfur, I have taken ammonium chloride. In your book, experiment is of ammonium chloride, but you may write, you may take sulfur in this dish. You may take naphthalene balls, that we always keep the naphthalene balls in our warm clothes when the winter get off. Naphthalene balls, you can say naphthalene. So I have taken ammonium chloride. Write down, in a dish I have taken ammonium chloride. It is ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride, solid it is. Write down solid ammonium chloride, right? Now started heating. Before I have not started heating yet. Wait, this is my funnel. Make a funnel. This is my funnel, inverted funnel. Write down inverted funnel. So this close this end by cotton. Close this end. Otherwise your vapors will get escape. Okay, let us start. Solid started heating. Solid not melts, my dear student. Solid direct convert to gas. And this is your solid. When it converted to gas, this is the portion, because there is no outlet. So your vapors get collected on the wall of the funnel. The vapors get collected here. Solid to gas. vapors get collected here. And when you will take this funnel in a correct position, that is this position, these vapors on cooling, when it's cooled, it again becomes solid. This is a way to take out the sublimate. So this is sublimation process. This experiment you can take in your lab. Solid to gas sublimation and gas to solid is this. Now this is the role of temperature. So my last is I am taking the pressure now. What's the role of pressure? Now you have seen in LPG. Think about your LPG cylinders. What is an LPG? Do you know in the LPG cylinder there is a liquid gas? I'm just writing gas. It's a butane gas. This is liquid gas. You know the liquid gas is there and it is filled inside this under pressure. The moment it comes out, it's a liquid. It's a liquid LPG, right now. It's liquid LPG. In cylinders, you start here, I'm taking general example. In a cylinder, there is liquid LPG. But when let it is your gas burners, but from these burners, gas come out. It's a liquid stored in the form, it's a liquefied petroleum gas. But it come out, pressure decreased. Pressure decreased. When pressure decreased, it come out from the burners in the form of gas. This means liquefied petroleum gas. Actually it is a gas, but under pressure it is converted to a liquid. Now you can see, let it is a gas. Particles are wide apart. But if you want to bring these particles near, what you will do? You will apply pressure. So these particles will come closer. Let it is a gas, now it is a liquid. Now you will apply more pressure. When you apply more pressure, it comes more closer. It is a solid. That means by increase in pressure, you can think, you want to bring these particles together. What you will do? You will compress these particles, pressure, make high pressure. More the pressure, more the chances to convert gas to liquid to solid state. Your LPG is this. This is LPG, liquid. But the moment you decrease the pressure, it becomes gas. Liquid, gas, LPG cylinder, gas. When you decrease the pressure, it converts to gas. Now I'm taking second example. Two examples. I have carbon dioxide gas, right? I have gas. You know, carbon dioxide is a gas. But student, under pressure, when the pressure increased, more the pressure, the gas particles come more closer and it becomes solid. There is a carbon dioxide solid. Remember, carbon dioxide solid is there. But carbon dioxide gas to solid is only then formed if the pressure is increased. Solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. It is used as a cooling agent. Write down each and everything. It is used as a cooling agent. So it is used as a refrigerant, cold storage. Carbon dioxide, it never wet our skin, but it causes burning sensation. Now question is how it is prepared. Very simple answer, by increasing pressure. The moment you decrease the pressure, it direct converted to gas again. Gas to solid. Remember, carbon dioxide solid is there and solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. It never wet our skin like ordinary ice. It causes burning sensation. It is known as a cooling agent. It provide coolness to the food. It is used in freezers as a refrigerant for the as a cold storage purpose. Now, when you decrease the pressure, then this will happen. Now, this is all about. Now, that means how you can change a solid to liquid to gas. Think about it. My answer is, if you want to convert solid to liquid, increase the temperature, but vice versa, solid to liquid and decrease the pressure. When you convert liquid to gas, same, increase the temperature, INC, increase the temperature, Liquid to gas, decrease the pressure. Decrease the pressure. Remember this. This is the way you can convert the state, interchange the states of the matter. And this is a little bit difficult topic. Again, I will revise in my next chapter, where I will teach you the difference between the boiling and evaporation. Evaporation. My next lecture will be from boiling and evaporation. So I will ask you one or two questions. Can you give me the answer? Steam causes more severe burns. Steam. Steam causes more severe burns than the hot water. Steam injuries, that is more severe than the hot water. Answer is because latent heat. Answer is of the latent heat, because it has the hidden heat. It has the latent heat stored within this. It has a more energy. I told you the energy, the heat of water, same liquid water, that is, it has more heat than the ice. Same answer, it has more heat than this. So that's the reason it has, because it has a latent heat stored within it, so its injuries more severe than the injuries caused by the hot water. So one or two questions I will ask in my next lecture. First of all, you go through the topic what I teach you today. So what I teach you today, it is an interconversion of the states of the matter. How will you convert your solid to liquid to gas? So understand the topic deeply. What is melting point? What is freezing point? What is boiling point? That is latent heat of fusion and latent heat of evaporation. Next, we'll take this topic in my next lecture. Thank you.